Welcome to episode 252 of the UFO Buster Radio News Report. Just a quick update for those of you who are interested. And you know what? Bugs, the UFO Hunter, wants to send out a special thanks to Living Dangerously Ronnie Dawson, the man that lives on the edge and will be there at Area-51 kicking ass and taking names. Not like taking ass and kicking names. Because that wouldn't be right, Ronnie. So don't do that. But special thanks to Ronnie, because Ronnie actually sent out a message wondering about what the hell was going on with Bugs the UFO Hunter. But he did say something about a conspiracy. Maybe the government was trying to detract from the conversation by getting him sick. You never know, Ronnie. You never know. From what I understand, the NSA has a big office not too far from where I'm at. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they're listening to every word I say, kind of like the police. Not the law enforcement folks, but the band. Yeah. Sting listens to me too. That'd be kind of cool, I would think. But yeah, that's the update on Bugs. Bugs is still not feeling well. The UFO Hunter is still down and out. I was going to take some pictures of him today, but he looks like he's been smoking a lot of crack and weed. Yeah, he's like bloodshot eyes. He's walking all slow. Well, no, I'm lying. He's not walking all slow. He's still pretty peppy. But the stuff that's coming out of his posterior is to die for. Like literally, it's when he breaks a fart, it's like, you know, when people say something's like pea soup. Lord have mercy, that stuff is thick, and you lose all oxygen. It just takes over. So yeah, I feel for him though. I feel for him. But don't. I'm not going to have him around any open flames or anything that's short circuiting, because he's gonna blow us the fuck out of the house. Is what he's gonna do if he keeps farting that way. But that's the update. Bugs is still alive, hanging around, and hopefully he gets better within the next week, because his fans miss him. He's not. He hasn't been posting a whole lot of pictures. That poor little Boston Terrier kind of guy. But if you miss Bugs and you want to see him in social media, you've got to do one simple thing. And that is called the social media mandate. That is, if you like something, you fucking like it. You hit the button that says like, L-I-K-E, or it's in the shape of a heart because you heart it. Same thing as liking it. That's no difference. You're not saying you're going to marry it. You're not saying you're engaged. Just like it. Then you follow it like a stalker. It's okay if you stalk me on social media. Go ahead. I give you permission. Follow is another word for stalking. So go ahead and stalk me. I'm okay with that. I've got security. It's a little sick right now, but my security will be back in no time. And then the best thing you can do is subscribe. That's kind of like joining the mob. The minute you hit subscribe, you've joined the UFO Buster Radio mob. Be part of the mob. I mean, listen, if you need a mob hit, we'll do it. And I'm saying this because I know the NSA is nearby and they're listening, so they might have a few cars out this way, heading over to the Moonraker spot, the UFO cave. But we don't give no shit about that. We're okay with that because we have rights. I say that right now, but, you know, in a few hours I'm getting probed somewhere. 24 floors under the ground somewhere in a secret hideaway that the NSA has. I mean, what can you do? Live free or die trying. Well, anyway, 252. We got to talk about Area-51 because it's back in the news. And listen, up until September, this will not get out of the news. It just won't. The other day I was uploading my... I was uploading the video for UFO Buster Radio that a lot of you have seen. If you follow me on social media, you probably are not, because I can tell you're not. You got to be in it to win it. But I also updated my LinkedIn profile, and then lo and behold, somebody says, "Oh, cool, a UFO podcast." Yeah, that's me. Thumbs up. And then they say, "Oh, I hope you're following that Area-51 stuff. Are you talking about it? Because it's so cool." Are you serious? Really? You just did what a lot of other people did? You fell off of the turnip truck right into the frying pan? Really? You disgust me. You disgust me is all I'm saying. You're terrible. You're disgusting. Go follow something else. Go follow vampires. How about that? Yeah. Maybe that'll help you. Don't follow UFOs just because of Area 51 and Natura Run. Are you shitting me right now, you fake anime fan? All right, anyway, I got that over with. It's out of my system. Let's talk about what's going on in Area 51 again, because they're scared. You remember that movie? I don't know if it was like the 90s or the 80s called Running Scared. That's what they're doing. They're running scared. Listen, while we might joke about this quite a bit, probably in the last few weeks, right? Since this whole thing reached like 3 million people wanting to go storm, that little town out by that infamous base. There's a lot of people who are shitting in their pants. I can say that because this is that kind of podcast. I can say stuff like that. Like you will not tune in to Coast or anyone else and say, and hear them say, that someone's shitting in their pants. They won't even get that far. They might think it. They'll sit there and they'll beat around that bush all fucking day, but they won't say it the way it is. That town is shitting in their pants. There's a trail of shit all over the town. Because they're scared shitless. Eventually they'll get to that point they first got to shit the town over. Then they'll be shitless and scared. That's what's going to happen. And actually, it's happening already. The title for this news article that I came across is Storm Area 51 Event Pushes Rural Nevada County to Declare Emergency. Yeah, that little county is scared shitless. Probably after the vote. They probably could have been scared shitless. I was like, there's no shit to go around anymore. They need to go over to Las Vegas and pick some shit there because they're out. They're completely out. They've got signs up. Commissioner in Nevada's rural Lincoln County, they voted. And they pre-signed an emergency declaration ahead of the Storm Area 51 raid event that has drawn more than 2 million who have RSVP'd on Facebook. And by the way, Matty Roberts, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Look what you've done to this town, Matty. It's no surprise your name is Matty. This is what you've done. The friggin' commissioners of Lincoln County are shitless now. Here's a quote. We passed this with a caveat that this may or may not happen. I just want to stop there. And this was a quote from District D Commissioner Kevin Phillips. Kev. Hey, Kev. I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Just put it down, whatever it is. Put the pipe down. Understand that Limp Bizkit is going to your little town. These fucking people are going to show up. Mark my words. This is going to happen. So you better pick yourself up by... I was going to say big girl panties, but I get tired of saying that. Pick yourself up, Kev, by your shitless pants. Because the fact is that all these people are going to show up. Anime fans, alternative music fans, just music fans in general. They're turning your fucking town into the next big concert. Yeah, and they're going to be there every year, Mr. Phillips, Kev. So you better get it together because otherwise, every fucking year, you're going to be calling the emergency and you're going to be calling in the Coast Guard, the Navy, the president, everyone. Because every year, you're going to get probed by these people. So you either got to accept it or you might just get voted out. Yeah. that might just happen. The rest of the quote is, we're just trying to do the best we can to prepare for something we know not of because they don't have TV and radio. Hello? What the fuck are you talking about you do not know of? God damn. Who wrote this? Why did they let him speak? As a matter of fact, there's 4 people on that board. They picked the wrong dickhead to talk for them. Take Phillips out of this. He's screwing this whole thing up. He's screwing the pooch. I hope Bugs didn't hear me when I said that. We have no picking idea what we're going to face, if anything. Well, you can't blame him in a way. Those little rural towns have no idea what the fuck a million people looks like. And so imagine 3 million of them. Yeah, he has no idea. He has no freaking clue what's about to drop in that town. The article continues to talk about Matty Roberts. Of course, Matty is the one who started on a joke the whole Storm Area 51 thing. They can't stop us all. Back in June, that went completely freaking nuts. And it's true. I mean, just out of nowhere, this thing just blossomed into something that people, as we get closer to September, are, like I said, shitless about. So apparently Lincoln County is a home of the town Rachel, of course. Rachel, where everything is supposed to go down. And Rachel apparently is the self-proclaimed UFO capital of the world because it's located on State Road 375, also known as the Extraterrestrial Highway. I bet the people who came up with that name are regretting that shit every day since this thing went viral. Every fucking day, ever since. Now, there's a cute little quote here. Well, actually, there's quite a few, but the link is in the description. So you go to this article and you give these people props. Not that they need it because it's USA Today, but you let them know you actually read the article. But there's 2 other quotes in here that I thought were pretty fascinating. The first one is this quote from Mr. Phillips. Actually, they're both from Phillips. Man, Phillips had a heyday. I don't know where he comes up with this stuff. He said, basically, it's a mystery that's now driving an unknown number of unknown people from unknown corners of the country, I was going to say county, of the country to the Nevada hinterlands. Yeah. What the fuck is a hinterland? Anyway, thanks, Phillips. You will be infamous for what not to say when your county is going to get raided by 3 million people. So the Lincoln County leaders got together, and I just want to say this. They launched this little preemptive emergency declaration just to let people know this shit might go down. And again, hint, hint, it will go down. But basically, they're trying to tell people they can't handle it. They cannot handle that amount of people showing up in their town for those X amount of days for that Area 51 fest. But there's another quote from Phillips, which is absolutely amazing. And I've read it like 3 or 4 times. And this is the reason why. Phillips, when I read this, and if you ever get wind of this and somebody plays it for you because they want to ruin your life and send you into the depression. When I read this, all I think about is the Dukes of Hazzards, and I'm thinking about Roscoe Pico Train. And him and Boss Hogg. I'm still trying to figure out if Phillips is Boss Hogg or Roscoe Pico Train. Because there's a quote here that Phillips says, it's a smart chess move. And I'm trying to figure out, would that be something that Roscoe says, or is that something that Boss Hogg would say about them Duke boys? This is what it sounds like. It sounds like a whole freaking mess, an episode of the Dukes of Hazzard just gone fucking wild and viral. And by the way, the board that passes vote, they passed the vote unanimously 4-0. So yeah, if anything gives you a hint of what the fuck is going on, If your 4 people is considering whether or not you can handle 3 million people, yeah, that's an emergency. That is an emergency of biblical proportions. Pack your hogs, pack your chickens, get the fuck out of town because it's over. Your little Rachel town is going to get probed in the worst way. But again, Matty Roberts looks like a peace-loving kind of guy, and Limp Bizkit's going to be there, so what the fuck can go wrong, right? Come on. Stop shitting on the parade. It's all going to be good. Rachel Nevada just needs to stock up on all the fucking bongs and beer kegs they can. And just go quietly into that good night, because no one in that town's going to remember what the fuck happened that weekend. That's the absolute truth. This is the episode for today. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The handles for Twitter at UFO Buster Radio, on Instagram at Manny Moonraker, the Facebook pages Manny Moonraker and UFO Buster Radio. And you know, all this talk about the Dukes and shitless towns grabbing up my hogs and my chickens, I feel like this song is very appropriate. It's called Strangely Stupid. Please enjoy. Ciao.